Pictures are now coming in of the arrival of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Saudi Arabia's Jeddah. As far as the visit is also now concerned, this is a royal welcome that has now been accorded by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as we'll be shortly getting the pictures of his arrival there. But first pictures that are playing here on Times Now, it clearly suggests when it comes to the two countries coming together in a special gesture, fighter planes from Saudi Arabia seems to be escorting the Prime Minister of India's plane as it enters Saudi airspace to Jeddah. Well, this seems to be a very, very special welcome that has been accorded to a leader of the state as far as the oil-rich Gulf Kingdom is concerned. And the Prime Minister has already said that India deeply values its long and historic ties with Saudi Arabia that has acquired strategic depth and momentum in recent years. Now, it only showcases, as far as this gesture is concerned, how close both leaders are, and especially when it comes to India and Saudi Arabia, who opens a gateway to the Middle East and to the Gulf countries. This is a special treatment that Saudi Arabia is giving to the Prime Minister of India. We will be getting shortly as far as the pictures of the Prime Minister's arrival is concerned, but it seems from the plane where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is just about to arrive in Jeddah, there are fighter jets in a special gesture from Saudi Arabia that seems to be escorting the aircraft on which Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on board. A very, very special treatment that is now being given to Prime Minister Narendra Modi there. And this is his two-day visit to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where Prime Minister Modi will be meeting members of the Indian community as well. And he has called the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman as a strong advocate of bilateral ties, who is deeply admired by the Indian diaspora as well. Now, this high-profile visit underscores the remarkable transformation of India and Saudi relations from modest beginnings to a comprehensive strategic partnership that spans economic, defense and cultural ties as well. So this is special. What you are seeing on your screen, viewers, is absolutely special. This is the regards that, when it comes to the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, that he has for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is utmost respect, Rishabh, that has now been shown to a leader of a state like India, the kind of special gesture that has been accorded to Prime Minister Modi. Rishabh?
Gesture that has been accorded to Prime Minister Narendra Modi even before he has landed in Saudi Arabia. The moment Prime Minister's plane India 1 entered the Saudi airspace, we are given to understand that the fighter jets of Saudi Arabia started, scheduled a communication and started escorting the India 1 plane, which boards Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his delegation to Jeddah. Remember, Prime Minister is on a two-day visit to Jeddah, where he'll be meeting Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman. And this is the third visit for Prime Minister. Saudi Arabia was one of those first countries in the region of West Asia who accorded their highest civilian award to Prime Minister Narendra Modi back in 2016. And now, Prime Minister is doing the third visit to Saudi Arabia. India and Saudi Arabia has been long-standing partners. In 2010, the relationship was also elevated to strategic partnership, and after that, in the tenure of Prime Minister Narendra Modi since 2014, India and Saudi Arabia have had quite a brotherly relationship in last one and a half decade. What we are given to understand that Prime Minister is there, this focus would be on connectivity, the focus would be on trade, focus would be on defense and space as well, is what we are given to understand. And the way Prime Minister has been welcomed even before touching the Saudi soil showcases the importance being accorded by Saudi Arabia to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and this visit.
Absolutely. And this is very special, Srinjoy, isn't it? Such kind of a welcome, is it accorded to any, state leader in the past? That only showcases how Mohammed bin Salman and Narendra Modi are close. India and Saudi Arabia being the two fastest growing economies in the world, but the two countries are also close, looking at the kind of special escort that has been accorded to Prime Minister Narendra Modi even before he reaches Jeddah.
Yes, it's a response in the best possible way. because when Mohammed bin Salman came to India, he is crown prince, but he was given a state visit. Now, if you're being given a state visit, it's something only for heads of state. But India said Mohammed bin Sultan should be given a state visit. He should be given the kind of honor and respect that heads of state get. And it has to be said that MBS has reciprocated in the best possible manner. Here you have fighter jets of the Saudi Air Force escorting Prime Minister Modi's plane into Jeddah. And this is a very touching and a thoroughly important gesture.
Shrinja, we'll just get back to you, but we are showing these pictures full frame now, and Shreya will explain them for us as well. A royal welcome indeed, Shreya.
That's right, Amita. A warm royal welcome for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who's on his third visit to Saudi Arabia. As you can see in the visuals, these are Saudi jets that are accompanying the Indian Prime Minister's aircraft. Extremely significant move by Saudi Arabia, and reflects the kind of significance and priority that Saudi Arabia places on India. Remember, it's not just the third visit by an Indian Prime Minister, but a lot of firsts that have been happening between India and Saudi Arabia. Several agreements and MOUs are expected to be signed during this visit of the Indian Prime Minister. And one of the top priorities for both countries has been energy. Remember, Saudi Arabia is the third largest supplier of crude oil for India. So that is something where we can expect an agreement upon. The other thing being green hydrogen, which is the future of energy. That is also something that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has talked about himself. The other top priority for the two countries has been defense. Remember, in February 2024 is when India and Saudi Arabia signed a defense pact, their first in several decades. So there has been a growing cooperation in defense and energy sectors between India and Saudi Arabia. And the kind of visuals that have come out only reflect the kind of importance that both countries face and place, in fact, in the kind of, conflicting world, in the kind of unstable geopolitical evolving situations that we have seen in the past few years. Apart from energy and defense, Amita, we're also expecting India and Saudi Arabia to be talking about prisoner exchange. Remember, there are a lot of Indians who are...
We'll be getting to all of the angles there, Shreya. Sorry to interrupt you. Wing Commander Praful Bakshi is connected with us. Let's get in a point of view from him. Wing Commander Bakshi, sir, this is rare. Do you believe that fighter jets accompanying a state head even before he touches down Jeddah, and this seems to be a very special gesture that is being accorded to the Indian Prime Minister there, sir?
That's right, ma'am. This is a tradition in various countries when a head of a friendly state is visiting, and they give a special honor from the border. They escort the presidential or the VIP's aircraft right up to overhead of the landing airfield, and they do the peel-off, salute peel-off proper in formation. It's a total procedure to do that, how head of the states will be formatted upon. And that time, needless to say, entire air defense system of the entire area is on alert, watching out from, right across the borders, and that's the main reason also where the fighters are there, and they can eventually take over any untoward incident happening by some rogue aircraft or rogue fighter aircraft trying to intervene. These aircraft are fully ready for that. Plus, they are escort properly in such a way that all sides of the aircraft are covered, and aircraft are also visible to the VIP from the window. So he also realizes that I'm being honored, and this actually a very good tradition. India also follows it. We have also done it. In fact, on special occasions, we have even escorted our Rafale when they were coming in. They were being escorted also. So, in all, this aspect is very good. But Saudi Arabia giving salute to and this honor to our Prime Minister, is an entire world, especially the third world and the Middle East. This is probably a landmark.
Absolutely.
Because previously it was not done. Now it is being done to the present Prime Minister. And as it is, you know, what standing India has, the social and cultural standing also in those countries.
Absolutely, sir, because this is a rare gesture and an honor that has been given to a head of a state there, no less. Thank you very much, Bakshisha, for getting connected with us. The Indian diaspora